Hi everyone, this is Arcadius and welcome back to Naval Creed. Today we'll be reviewing the second set of torpedoes for Akatsuki. So I'm assuming, since I don't actually have proof in my video of which torpedo setup I did, but I'm pretty sure I did the 12 km setup because that's what I normally run with. And today we'll be going over the second setup, which gives us more damage, more speed, and a better torpedo flood chance. However, we do lose 4 kilometers or an entire third of our torpedo range. Now, honestly, 8 kilometers isn't that much. I mean, you do still have the ability to stealth torpedo. Since fully concealed, the ship has 5.7 kilometer detectability. However, I do think that 12 kilometers is a nice distance. 15 seems too much in regards to Hibiki, and 8 seems too little in terms of Akatsuki. So there's a little happy medium in there. But it doesn't mean that the 8 kilometer torpedoes are bad. But let's just see what we can do. Alright, and here ourselves a game. We have 3 battleships, some cruisers, and a few destroyers as well. I'm hoping that this Akatsuki does not sink me. This is actually my third time trying to make this video. And both of the previous times, I have been one-shotted by Akatsuki torpedoes. So those are nice to deal with. So hopefully we won't have to deal with that this video. So we have what? Nelson, Nagato, Hood, Brooklyn, Kitsushima, Brooklyn, Agano, Gashpe, Leningrads, and Hibiki. And so let's activate our speed boost. And just talk about the ship a little bit while we get into position. So Hibiki and Akatsuki are pretty much the same class, just different variations. I guess you can call them subclasses. So why would you choose Akatsuki over Hibiki? Now, Hibiki has the ability to equip a smokescreen if desired. It's an option, not a requirement. However, Akatsuki does not even have the ability to equip a smokescreen. You only have a speed boost and a torpedo reload booster. So if you are proficient in smokescreen gameplay, then this is not a good ship for you. But if you like fast ships, then this one might be up your alley because she has a higher speed than Hibiki by about 3.6 knots at speed boost. Considering Hibiki only goes 41.2 at full speed boost. Regardless, gunfire, Japanese guns are not necessarily known for being amazing, but at this tier they are pretty decent. And Hibiki does get a little bit more range, I believe, than Akatsuki. But like I said, you either have a smokescreen and better guns in regards to Hibiki, or you get faster speed in regards to Akatsuki. So it's really up to you. You also have the ability to equip 15 kilometer torpedoes on Hibiki versus a maximum of only 12 kilometer torpedoes on Akatsuki. And so considering I have 8 kilometer torpedoes, I kind of pretty much have to go point blank. At least in my book, I would say. So let's see what we can do. I do have hub buffs and stable buff supplies, so do also keep that in mind. And let's start going to town on this Leningrad. And hopefully, the Akatsuki will not single us out this time. Oh, we got a fire on the Brooklyn, that's nice. Okay, we're gonna try not to get torched by this Leningrad. I think we're okay now. But I can still try and gun her down. Like I said, your guns are not the best, but they're actually pretty decent at this tier. The only other really good gunboats, I would say, for destroyers is going to be, well, Hibiki. There's Akatsuki, there's Sims, which is technically tier 7, but I don't think they adjusted the actual game matchmaking. So I think she's still tossed in the tier 6 games. I haven't played her in a long time though, so I don't really know. And then there's also Javelin, she's also pretty decent. I do not need a fire. I only need a handful of torpedoes. And I do have a set of 3 if I need to finish you up, but I think that will be good. Oh yeah, you're definitely done. Bye. Only needed 1, honestly. Oh, though as a parting gift, she set me on fire again, so that's nice. A good thing about destroyer repair parties, though, is that they do have a pretty slow cooldown, fast cooldown. So I should be able to put out this fire in a few seconds. Alright, what else do we have? Go away. We have an Nagano over here. Hey, we actually shot a plane down. That's fine. You can shoot aircraft down with your destroyer. It's not impossible. Just don't expect, like, a lot of aircraft. You might get, like, maybe 4 or 5. But considering you're going up against carriers that have, like, 72 aircraft in the case of Hiryu, 4 or 5 is just about 1 squadron. And on some carriers, that's not even a squadron. So you're kind of pretty weak AA-wise, but so is every other ship with this tier anyways. Okay, cool, we got another fire on this Brooklyn here. Let's see if we can finish off some of these cruisers with their guns. They don't have a lot of health. Hey, another fire. I do have buffs to my fire chance, so don't expect that this is a really good HE ship. I mean, I do have 4 fires out of 45 shell hits. But, like I said, she's kind of mediocre. Her guns are not terrible. As you can see, I am able to do some pretty decent damage. Japanese destroyer guns have pretty fast shell velocity. I believe these are 950 meters per second. That is a common theme throughout the entire line. So you're definitely able to land your shots relatively easily. And speaking of more destroyers, let's see if we get some damage on this Akatsuki. I do see the Nelson. I think we're going to rush her. There's also the Hood over here. So if I use all 9 torps for 1 battleship, I can torpedo reload booster for another and sink the other one as well. Or at least that's what the plan will be. Let's just see if that happens. Right, I do see the Akatsuki over there. I really don't want to be sunk by you. Go away. Alright, so time to rush down this Nelson at a closing speed of about 65 knots, honestly, because I'm going about 44, and Nelson's go about 24. So even more, almost 70 knots closing speed. Now we do have quite a bit of our health left as well, so that's also nice. I do not like a double fire though. Torpedo reload booster means we have all of our torpedoes again. And there should be the end of the hood as well. There we go. Right, let's see if we can get some more damage on this Graf Spee. We are about half health now, so we do have to play a little bit more defensively. But there's only a couple targets left. And honestly, at this point, if I get sunk by the Akatsuki, this is a good game. I'm going to keep it. So a little bit more damage on that Graf Spee. As you can see, I'm getting what? That was at 3,400k, or yeah, 3,400 damage in that one last salvo on that Graf Spee. So you're not entirely worthless in regards to your guns. And so let's see if we can rush down this Legato as well. Considering she's the last battleship, I should not have any problem doing so. Our torpedoes will reload by the time we get there. Though I don't really think she's maneuvering all that much anyways. And with 63 knot torpedoes, there's not much you can really do about it anyways. So the Nagato is a pretty good secondary ship, believe it or not. But I don't think that will help her in this regard. Yep, there we go. Ooh, haha. Kitsushima got sunk by her own, well, are Akatsushima's torpedoes. A little bit of nice little karma right there. All right, so let's see how we did. So as I said, I did have a couple other games earlier, so this is not the double day bonus. But regardless, we were able to do 217,000 damage with 7 ships sunk, 98 shell hits, 14 torpedo hits, 3 aircraft shot down, 5 fires, 4 floodings, 2 assisted caps, and 3 defended caps for 6,600 base XP. 38,000 damage in high explosive shells because that's all we fired. 8,000 damage in fires, which is really not anything, surprisingly. And then torpedoes did a majority of our damage at 170,000 damage. So yeah, this ship can be pretty powerful. Like I said, you do not have the ability to equip a smokescreen at all, though. But yeah, those torpedoes, they're questionable. But the ship itself is still pretty decent. So thank you for watching. If you liked the video, make sure you like and subscribe. And join me tomorrow while we go over the second set of torpedoes for Utachi. So again, thank you and take care.